Introduction and reading of bills.
All bills are referred to committees as indicated on the agenda.
Discussion of resolutions. Council Member Van Bramer to discuss 207A.
Thank you very much, Madam Public Advocate. I'm extremely proud to join with my colleagues, Corey Johnson, Lori Cumbo, Robert Cornegie, and so many others to support Resolution 207A, which is in support of the Justice for Jazz Artists campaign. Like many New Yorkers, jazz artists are faced with many challenges, including the lack of affordable housing, workspace, and health care. New York City has long been an international jazz mecca, which music lovers travel all around the world to see great musicians, many of whom are in the balcony, and I want to invite all the members to stay because they have permission from Speaker Mark Viverito to play after this stated meeting. So they're going to play for us after this stated meeting. And this campaign, along with the Associated Musicians of Greater New York, Local 802, seeks through collective bargaining to offer economic security to jazz musicians so they can retire in dignity like all New Yorkers. This is a good resolution. It's a great campaign. So many of the folks in the balcony came and testified, including jazz legends Jimmy Owens, Bob Crenshaw, and Bertha Hope. They're here today. They're going to play with us. I want to thank my colleague, Danique Miller, for his support on the hearing. And again, my co-sponsors on this resolution, Speaker Mark Viverito for her support and for allowing the jazz musicians to play for us after this. And I ask everyone to support the Justice for Jazz Artists campaign.
Okay, we're still in session, quiet, and no practice until Councilmember Johnson.
Thank you, Madam Public Advocate. I wanted to rise today to offer my support and thanks to Majority Leader Van Bramer for putting this through the committee, as well as Chair Miller, who also shepherded it through. The majority of the jazz clubs that are talked about and were talked about in the hearing are located in my district, some of the most famous jazz clubs in the city. And it is so important that these musicians and artists who spend their life and their career doing what they love not become destitute later in life. And that is what is happening. Everyone in New York City deserves to be able to retire with dignity and some security. And this resolution today calls upon these clubs to share the wealth, to spread the wealth. Their pockets are lined week in and week out because of the jazz musicians that perform in their great clubs. It is not too much to ask that these folks share their profits to ensure that jazz legends and just regular good old jazz performers be able to retire with dignity. I wholeheartedly support this resolution, and I thank the council for considering it today.
Thank you. Councilmember Lori Cumbo.
I just share the sentiments that Councilmember Jimmy Van Bramer put forward. It is so important that we respect and honor our jazz legends. It was quite heartbreaking to see so many jazz legends that we know to be famous, to be world and international icons, to come before us to share their financial status at this time, which was really quite heartbreaking. But I am so in support of their courageousness and their ability to share their circumstances in order to help so many others that don't have the same opportunities as we do today. So I definitely am very happy that this was brought forward to the City Council because our jazz musicians and so many other artists need the ability. We benefit from their talent. Where would we be without music, without song, without our jazz musicians? Jazz is America's first great musical industry ever created here. So it's important that we support their work. And thank you again to Councilmember Jimmy Van Bramer and the entire committee. Thank you.
Quiet in the chambers, please. Councilmember Cornegie.
I too would like to thank Councilmember Van Bramer for bringing forth this resolution, and as a co-sponsor, the U.S. should be totally embarrassed that having lived abroad and watched how jazz is honored in other parts of the world, we are so far behind honoring our legends. So I'm just happy that I was able to be a part of moving the conversation forward and honoring those that mean so much to us through the venue of jazz. So thank you.
Any other discussion on the resolution? And now to a vote. A resolution on Reso 207A, an amended resolution supporting the Justice for Jazz Artists campaign, which seeks through collective bargaining to improve the lives of musicians working in New York City's jazz clubs by addressing workplace issues, including providing retirement security. All of those in favor say aye. All of those opposed? Any abstentions? The ayes have it. General discussion. Thank you.